for us? So you know the form here to go from 3 losses in a row to 2 wins in a row to you know, looking really the best you guys have this season. Where is the team right now?
I think it's a confidence thing, as we've talked about over the last month and a half. The group's mentality has been excellent over the last 2 games for sure, in training and in the games. I think they're enjoying the type of football that we're trying to play at the moment, and I think we've gotten a lot better in the final third, more clinical. So we're really happy with where the group's at right now. But as I said after the game against Tulsa, we can't get complacent. We have to make sure that the hunger is still there, that the executing of the ideas is still there, and prepare for a tough opponent tomorrow against Charleston.
You guys were really insistent through the rocky form. We've got the right pieces here. And is it one thing to say that, and another to actually be able to go out and show it, like put it together like you guys did on Friday?
Yeah, I think, there's a couple losses this year where we play really well and we lost, and there's a couple games this year where we were shocking and we lost the game. And I think when through all of those ups and downs in a season, I've made it clear this year that I believe in the group that we have and the quality that we have. For me, it's about building on the results that we've had over the last 2 games. And making sure that we understand that this is a moment we can hit our stride and continue to improve in the areas we still want to improve from the last 2 games. And I know I've said it already, but making sure that we're not just happy about the 2 games. You understand that we have important games coming up and a good opportunity to again climb the table.
Second meeting against Charleston. How much can you really take from that first one? I know they had kind of a waterlogged field and the game was delayed and all that, and you get a 0-0 draw from it. What can you expect on Wednesday as a contrast to that?
Yeah, I think you can tactically take a lot from that first game for sure, because they're still playing the same way, which is a good thing when you go back and you look at that video. And then, the field and those things made it more difficult when we were there for sure. But we're happy to be able to be back at home again in front of our fans. And I think we've done a good job of trying to make sure that we're managing the players' legs with the travel that we've had, and it was 100 degrees there. It was a shift that the players put in, so making sure that they recover and put themselves in the best position to perform at the level that we know we're capable of.
And when things are going well, does your job selection get tougher? You have 2 number 9s who score the other night. Jorge upgraded to questionable for this Wednesday's game. What kind of decisions do you have now as things start to come together a little bit?
Yeah, I think I've had difficult decisions all year this year, even with the injuries that we've had once guys start to become healthy. But those are decisions that while they're not easy, it's a good thing for the group. I've said when the guys are healthy, it makes the competition more difficult within training. The intensity goes up, and it provides us an opportunity to look at different options based on the game. So it certainly does make my job more difficult, but that's a good thing.
And with Jorge, I know that's one you've been waiting on for a long time. Is he going to factor tomorrow, or is that a wait and see at this point?
It's a wait and see. It could be tomorrow, it could be Saturday, it might be the week after that. So it's just continuing to build him up, making sure that we're not putting him in a position to where we have a massive setback. I want him back within the group. He's a quality player, but I'm not going to risk a longer-term injury just because, I want him back with the group. It's going to have to be the right time, him feeling the right way and getting through some of these difficult training sessions, which he's done already up to this point. But as I've said, I'm not in a position to where I'm willing to risk it.
In the past 2 matches, obviously, you've kind of revised your playing style. Maybe there's an element of surprise with the opposition. Is there any concern now that there's, kind of more game tape on the style of play that there might be anything kind of, exposed or you might be better challenged against?
No, there's, zero concern about that. For me, we've put an emphasis on what we're trying to do and where we're trying to be good in these games. I can't control what the opponent tries to do, but I do know that if we do things the right way in the shape that we're in, then it's going to give us a good chance to win the games. A lot of people, when you look at last year, right, we played a 4-3-3 the majority of the year. We won a ton of games, and there's a lot of film out there, and we still won a ton of games. I think it goes back to the importance of the confidence within the group, the finishing of our chances. We have been still, in my opinion, one of the best defensive teams in the league, but we needed to create more opportunities, which we've certainly done over the last 2 games. So I'm not worried about there being more tape. The opponent doesn't know if I'm going to be in a 4-3-3 or a 3-4-3 because I'm not somebody that, I'm more than comfortable changing shape if I think it gives us the best chance to win, no matter what that shape is.
Balance, next game mentality versus this is a really big one on the table Wednesday as well?
Yeah, easy. I think the reality is if we want to get to where we want to go, then we have to make sure that we're focusing on the opponent that's right in front of us. And we have a game on Wednesday. That's the one we're preparing for. I don't want the guys, I've made it clear, there's no thought on Saturday because Saturday is irrelevant. We have to make sure we do things the right way on Wednesday, and if we keep our heads down, we stay focused on the job at hand, then we're going to put ourselves in the best position to win as many games as we can here in the final stretch. Good. Thanks, guys.